Hey Fandom, it's me, Aaron.
And I'm Tony the Druff.
Friend. And we got a bunch of great comics to talk about this week.
Sexy
plus
comics.
One for next week with an event that we're going to mention last. But first, DC Comics Aquaman. This is the best book DC is putting out. My favorite book is Aquaman. Second's Animal Man. But Aquaman, I like it to start with A and end with man. But I just love men. But Aquaman, Jeff Johns is making this amazing. He did the first story arc, set up the themes.
Got over the Family Guy joke.
Yeah, gave him some relevancy and some credibility. And it was awesome. Won over tons of fans. Outsold every Marvel book. Issue 6 was a one-shot with Mira, which, you know, gender crunching 1 to 6 isn't that bad. But that was cool. Gave a lot of depth and backstory to Mira. And now we have him rocking and rolling. This is where Jeff Johns is really hitting it. He has the fans. He has your attention. Now let's go. This is the mystery of Atlantis. Who sunk Atlantis? Why did it sink? And the secret of the others, this other league. No, I'm not talking about Lost. I know there was an island. I know it sunk. I know there's the others. But this is not Lost. If you like Lost, you'll probably love Aquaman. But the others, it's the other league. It's like a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Except it's got women.
So did the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But, you know, and it's, you know,
it's good.
It's mystery. It's everything that the first story arc didn't have with everything this first story arc did have. Because Jeff Johns builds. It's like a roller coaster. We'll talk about Indy next because Marvel's the big dog we're talking about last. Crossed, issue 2 is out, Badlands. If you ever like Crossed, come in and check this out. We still have 20 issue 1s, and this is Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows, the guys that started it. And Jason Burrows is disgusting. In a good way. He draws the worst stuff in the best detail. Like, if you have a cross baby being thrown out of a car and smashing against someone and the blood splattering in their face and turning them crossed, he's the guy to do that. He is the guy. And also, if you like that whole royalty stuff, there's some blue blood in it. I mean, the art's great, seriously. The biggest indie book we're talking about, so near and dear to this store, Brian Clevenger of Atomic Robo. This is his second Atomic Robo title, Real Science Adventures. It's an anthology. Anyone can pick it up, whether all they did, like say you're just a total cheapskate, and all you ever did was read the free comic book day issues you got for free of Atomic Robo, and it had Dr. Dinosaur,
and you loved it,
and it was hilarious, and you're still totally cheap and poor. He has this out for $2.75.
So you're still saving money.
And it has lots of artists, different anthology. It's all like, you know.
Yeah, it's just not the main series artist. Scott Wagner's taken a little bit of a break to work on the actual comic, and this is friends that Wagner and Clevenger have accumulated over the years, doing awesome artwork for awesome stories.
Wait, aren't you one of his friends? And you do artwork? You drew that Dungeons and Doritos comic, and Clevenger's in Dungeons and Doritos.
Okay, moving on.
You could do one? Like, why aren't, okay. So anyway, Atomic Robo, it's awesome, and if you like Triforce Mike, this is one of his favorite books, literally, written by one of his friends, like probably his best friend creator. I mean, Clevenger is on Nerdy Show as a peer, even though he's way better than everyone else.
Yeah.
And try this. It's awesome. We'll have plenty. Moving on to Marvel. Astonishing X-Men. Why am I talking about this? It's issue 48. What the hell? Marjorie Liu. She is the sweetest, most beautiful and kind, charming, so much fun to hang with. Like, just when I was hanging out with her at San Diego Comic-Con, just protecting her from all the fanboys and just buying weird manga hats with her and stuff. I mean, she is just so sweet and so much fun to hang out with and just so beautiful. You know, she's just, you know, I'm so glad that she's doing this. And Mike Perkins is a nice, charming British man that lives near here, a good friend of the store, great artist at So What If He Killed Captain America. But they're working together as they are friends. And basically, why am I pimping this other than the fact that I love the creators? It's going to be a gay marriage, dude, seriously. Marjorie Liu writes romance novels that have bisexual and gay characters all the time. Why is North Star on the cover? Why is he leaving Utopia? Why is North Star going to New York? Why? Because New York has gay marriage. They're promoting the issue 50 big X-Men wedding. It's going to be a gay wedding. It's going to be North Star and his boyfriend tying the knot in New York. And that's going to be awesome.
You heard it here first.
So if you are gay or not a bigot, you need to buy this issue. I bought extra because I know my customers are not bigots. You know, they might be bigots against Marvel, but if they're not a bigot against Marvel, they'll buy this. Speaking of bigotry, Uncanny X-Force, yes, I know. But it's all this British crap, and you hate it. I know it's like all this, there's Captain Britain, there's this little widget, there's this like Megan and Magic and all this stuff, and it's like, when can we get back to the awesome stuff? Rick Remender tried something. He tried to do Otherworld, he tried to do Alan Moore. Everyone loves Alan Moore. It didn't pull off like Jeff Johns doing Blackest Night, you know, copying Alan Moore, but this is the final part. This is the final part. You're done after this. Just get it. He deserves it. He did the first, you know, 19 issues of Uncanny X-Force was so freaking good. He deserves one bum story arc with some British crap that nobody cares about. And trust me, the next issue is a one-shot with Wolverine, Deadpool, and Nightcrawler fighting the Age of Apocalypse Iceman. Because remember when Nightcrawler stayed with him from the Age of Apocalypse universe, he said, I'm here to track down and kill the Age of Apocalypse people. And that's what he's doing. So trust me, if you stick in for one more issue of this British crap, you will have the most amazing thing with Deadpool, Wolverine, and Nightcrawler probably killing Age of Apocalypse Iceman. And
I love all those things. I love all those things.
And Daniel Way's Deadpool, it's out, it's Evil Deadpool. It leads all the way up to issue 50, which is, you know, the death of Deadpool. Hits pretty close for home with Deadpool dead and all that. And the biggest thing about this, because, you know, I can't stop talking about my friend Triforce Mike, who passed, because he was inspiration to an issue in here, Deadpool 49.1. Daniel Way finally admitted it. He waited till he was dead. It probably weighed on his conscience a lot. And he's like, I need to admit that Mike was the one that gave me the idea for the Deadpool musical. I'm sure once I die, Daniel Way will credit me for the ideas that I gave him. And I'm, you know, you better make sure he does.
I will.
But Mike did give him the inspiration for, if you're going to have a point one and you're going to recap Deadpool's origin, do it in a freaking musical. Come on, like the Buffy musical, like, you know, like any of the Whedon stuff, you know, like that was Mike's idea and he finally got credit. The biggest book of this week is the issue 0 of A vs. X, which we're selling this week. It's phenomenal. It is, you know, it's hope. It's hope. It's everything that's been building up at X-Men for the past few years, all coming to a crescendo. All, you know, if you stopped getting Marvel, just pick it up with here. This is amazing. This is, we will have so many of it, and it's great. But then Tuesday, the 3rd, not this today Tuesday, which we're pretending like it's Wednesday for the sake of the video, but next Tuesday, April 3rd, we're gonna have a huge party in here, starting at 8 o'clock, going through midnight with Avengers vs. X-Men #1, which we already have in hand. Please do not beg for this. I will get busted and not be able to get books early anymore, but this is awesome. This is just, it is Captain America coming and Cap and Cyclops beating the crap out of each other. I mean, that's what you want, right? I mean,
oh, yeah.
Like, it was cool with Civil War where it was Cap versus Iron Man, and that was neat, and Spider-Man in the middle. This is Cap versus Cyclops with Wolverine in the middle. It's the same thing, and like Cap versus Cyclops is such a better matchup than Cap versus Tony Iron Man because they're both leaders of armies, they're both strategy guys,
they both wear blue.
And I can't wait for it. And if you come to my party, this dude will be here later in the night, and he will do sketches on the blank covers, all ATOMIC ROBO sketches. And also, and we're going to mail them all to Brian Clevenger. You won't get them. But you can also get these posters. They're awesome. We got tons of these posters, like there. And we also have these lithographs you can have. Like, we'll give you just, I mean, I have so many of them. And these buttons. We have these buttons there. We're an X-Men. We stand with the X-Men. You know, you had to choose a side. So we have tons of the X-Men buttons. We even got some Avengers buttons through a weird trade we did with an Avengers store. But you can get a free button. You can get free lithographs. You get free posters. We'll have other free stuff. Raffles, awesome stuff. Girls in costumes. You can be a guy in a costume. I want to see that one dude, Robert, come in as Gambit. He makes the sexiest Gambit. And a little ginger crunching. You got these buttons. The Cap is for Avengers and the Cyclops for X-Men, and there's one Scarlet Witch and one Hope for every bag of 20. I mean, what the hell ginger crunching is that? So that you get one for every 20? You're telling me that I'm going to have one female fan for every 20 male fans that come in here? I don't know. But it's going to be the best party. Maybe I'll illegally make my own copies of these buttons, just make a bunch of them. But it's going to be fun. Come in and get these books, and then come to our party. We party like none other. We'll also be drinking. I mean, I'm going to be drunk the whole time. So, for the X-Men!
For the X-Men!
Yeah! Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching our video, and subscribe if you want to. You can click right there. This week, Eric did a video in his bathtub with Oral. Eric and Oral in the bathtub talking about A vs. X 0. And please come out to our A vs. X party. It's going to be April 3rd at 8 o'clock. We'll have issue 1 a day before everybody else, and buttons and fun stuff. And we really, really, really want to see you guys and drink and have a good time. Thanks. Bye-bye.